The scent of attar can momentarily take you back in time to the Mughal era in India, or at least to 1816 when Gulab Singh Jorimal opened shop in Delhi's Chandni Chowk. This generations-old perfumery still produces alcohol-free essential oils for men and women.
Pure ether. It is made using sandalwood oil as the base, and the fragrance of the fresh flowers are distilled over sandalwood oil to prepare an ether. So that's the actual Indian ether. My favorite is rose. In India, it's called the king of flowers. That's our speciality. We need 5,000 kgs of fresh roses to extract 1 kg of rose oil out of them. The Roo Gulab, that's the pure rose oil. It is 2,800 per ml. In Hindi, we call it Roo Gulab. Roo means the essence and Gulab means the rose.
Their rose attar isn't the only fragrance that will tickle your senses. The shop is filled with floral notes, deep woody scents, and even a hint of aqua. Gundi also sells more affordable synthetic blends starting at 100 rupees. The oils are stored in antique decanters that are decades old. For customers, it's poured into pocket-sized glass bottles. Presentation is as important for them as the fragrance itself. 450 kilometers away is Pushkar in the neighboring state of Rajasthan. Here, Aman Prabhakar has run a distillery for 5 years now, where he follows the age-old process of making attar. The traditional method is labor-intensive and requires a lot of attention and patience.
We usually prefer to plug them before sunrise or by the sunrise, because after that, due to sun heat, the substances are volatile in the roses or any flower, so they get vaporized. It is a normal steam distillation process. We put rose petals or rose buds into the dags, the copper stills, which we are using for distilling them, and again in the cooling pool we are using steel pods to collect the rose water or the oil. This process takes almost 2 hours for rose water, 2-3 hours, and for rose oil it takes almost 10 to 12 hours. You have to check on every point if you are doing it right or not. Any mistake can lead it to spoiled quality. So it is a very delicate art, I would say.
But the old, single-tone scent isn't for everyone.
People also hesitate to use them regularly. Because nowadays what I think is they need a blend of fragrance. People do not prefer to spend so much, and they think why not to go for a brand instead of using these attars. This is the major challenge.
Ours is basically a family business. Those businesses are international businesses. Their way of working is much different, and we cannot compete with them in any way. It's human psychology. Something which is expensive is good. I have to cater to the needs of the common man. Something which everybody can afford. Even a taxi driver, or an auto rickshaw driver, a cycle rickshaw driver.
Despite the competition, the popularity of attar seems to still linger.
Worldwide what I see is, and in India also nowadays, we are very much leaning towards natural and organic things.
We have got a younger generation. From the colleges we have. Younger generation is coming, younger generation is buying also. They also want to come to traditional shop like ours. People are coming back to the traditions, the traditional attar, traditional clothing, traditional apparels. They're coming back.